Hi guys, welcome to another video, and everything is good. It is finally some sun. There is some sun about. It took a while, but maybe, just maybe, summer is coming. Me and Cooper at work. Jude Bellingham got England's first win at the Euros yesterday. Belgium have just lost today to Slovakia, so all is good. And I thought in this video I'll go through some of the comments over the past few months that people have put in. Obviously, whilst I was taking my break, people were commenting on videos, and then people have been doing some comments on some videos recently. So I thought I'd just go through them. Some of them are just nice messages, and some of them are questions that I have answered, but I thought I'd put in this video because they are ones that I regularly get asked, or I feel that they might be quite important. So yeah, let's get on to the first comment. And the first comment is: great video as usual. Doing my door supervisor in July. Any pointers or stuff I can do to help me prepare? So when it comes to doing your SIA course, there are a couple of books that I would say to get, and it depends on whether you're doing the security guard course or whether you're doing the door supervisor course. There is a book for each. Now, I think the security guard one, the sort of the course book, you can get them both off Amazon. At the moment, the security guard one is unavailable. The door supervisor, there is one. People have asked me before which one to do. If you want to do things like festivals, different things like that, then the door supervisor is the better one because you can work licensed premises. I only have a security guard one, and as you guys have seen, it obviously hasn't stopped me from doing any work. I enjoy what I do with building sites, abandoned sites, different things like that. But yeah, there are two books that you can get, either the security guard one or the door supervisor one. When I done my SA course through Get Licensed, they basically, I got given the course book by my boss, and I was the only one, although I done it in lockdown over Zoom, I was the only one with this book, and the instructor for the SIA course literally read it page by page by page. So for the 3 days that I was there, I was literally just turning pages and keeping up with the class. Everyone else, let's say there was another 11 people, they was having to take notes on a notepad for three days straight. So obviously I've now got that book to keep, and I can refer back to it whenever I want to, or if I want to bore myself to sleep, I can read it. And it's been the same with the door supervisor one as well. Even there was someone the other day whose message that was, he said that he got sent a book for his course because he's not doing it through Get Licensed. The one he got was only 60 pages. The one that the Highfield, I think it is. The ones that they do are like 158 pages, more in depth. When it comes to like law, they make sure you understand what laws cover what things. So I think it is good, even if you have it to refer back to at a later date, or you want to bore yourself and fall asleep to it. But yeah, I think if you're doing your SIA course, getting one of those books that's for your course, I think will really help you and give you some form of base knowledge before turning up for the course. Next one is: hi mate, I'm 29 and a qualified electrician. Always had a passion for dogs and have a cane corso protection trained myself, and I'm looking to become a dog handler. I know I have to complete the SIA security course first. When doing the NASDU course, can I use a dog that they provide? Now, I have spoken to him, and he is fully aware that he can't use cane corsos on a NASDU course. He understands that he is going to have to get another dog. I wanted to make sure he understood that first, and he does understand that. And I think that this is the main thing with security dog handling, that doing this job is following a passion. Now, do I think that he could probably earn more money as an electrician? Probably. I think that on a year by year basis, I think as a skilled electrician, I think that you probably could earn more money than being a security dog handler. But being a security dog handler is more of a passion, wanting to work with dogs, the same way it was for me. I just wanted to work with dogs. And is security a massive passion of mine? Not massively, but I'm passionate about working with dogs and things like that. So what was the question? So it was, I know I have to complete the SIA course first. When doing the NASDU course, can he use a dog that they provide? Now, I know of two places where you can have that done. They're both week intense courses to my knowledge. One of them is the G4S. G4S run a NASDU week intense course in which they have dogs that that you can use. I know handlers that have been on that course and said it's good. The other one that I know is Armitage Canine in Melton Mowbray by Leicester. They do week intense courses, and I know that they have dogs that you can use in order to do that. So if you are someone that gets your SIA license and then you want to get your NASDU but you haven't got a dog yet, then there are courses there that you can go and do. I'm sure there's lots of others. They're the only two that I know about. They're the two that I know that people have gone on the course and said the course is actually pretty good. So yeah, that's G4S in Luton, and you've also got Armitage Canine in Melton Mowbray by Leicester. To my knowledge, I'm pretty sure if you pass your course through them, there are job opportunities as well. Obviously, G4S is a nationwide company, so there's lots of opportunity to work for them. And like I say, Armitage Canine is around the Melton Mowbray Leicester site. I don't know what their range is with in terms of working, etc. But if you are from around that area, there's a good chance that you might be able to get a job with them after that. But obviously, if you go there and there's a course dog, etc., them types of places or them types of trainers will also help maybe guide you in the right direction for your first dog. So although you use their dog for the course, they may know of a 6 month, 8-year-old, 1-year-old dog that is going to be good for you to have in preparation for getting your team certificate. Obviously, if you want to get into the industry right now, you're going to need a dog that's 1 year old, because then you can get your team certificate and you can go. But if you are passing your NASDU and you've got you can wait a few months, then obviously you'll be able to maybe get like an 8-month-old, put some work into it over 4 months, and then go for your thing after that. So yes, there are courses out there that you can use dogs. G4S in Luton and Armitage Canine in Melton Mowbray, they're ones I know of. They're week intense courses, and they have dogs there that you can use if you don't have your own. The next one is steadiness to noise is not constant barking. It's how steady the dog is to noise, isn't it? Now, this comes on my NASDU certification video, and they are 100% correct. So this is something that I got wrong. And when I say I got wrong, when I read it, I didn't read it as steadiness to noise. I read it as steadiness of noise. So actually what I said in terms of steadiness of noise in terms of the dog barking, I was correct in saying that, but I misread it. So yes, in the NASDU certification, part of your practical side, they will test your dog's steadiness to noise. So that will be rattling fences. You would have seen some videos of me at training where they rattle fences, where you might have 2 or 3 people in front of you and they're trying to be loud and intimidating, and it's about whether the dog can be steady and stay in front, or whether the dog backs off, or whether the dog breaks because of the noise and things around it. So yes, you are 100% correct. I got that wrong because I misread it. So yes, steadiness to noise is the steadiness of your dog to noises that are trying to intimidate it. For example, rattling fences, whips, people shouting, banging, whatever it is, noise that will maybe make the dog back off. The steadiness is that the dog stays there and still confronts it even with all the noise going off. And this one made me laugh. So this is actually one of my favourite videos. It was the How Fast is the German Shepherd speed test. And I want to be inclusive for everyone. So I thought I'd put this comment up that someone that watched it obviously fell asleep watching my video and headbutted the keyboard and then posted their comment on it. But yeah, I want to be inclusive. So people that have fallen asleep watching my videos, I wanted to make sure that their comments got showed in this as well. The next one is from my restraints video, and this person in terms of restraints was talking about handcuffs, different things like that. And they said, so say that the person attacks you on sight and you deploy your dog to defend you, would you leave your dog hanging onto the person, or would you use the handcuffs to detain the person, then out the canine so that it stops doing damage to the person? So this is different for me because I'm not handcuff trained. I don't use restraints. It's just me and the dog. Now, what I would say is that if you are handcuff trained, then obviously you need to make sure that you know when you put them handcuffs on a person that you're doing it for the right way, because you can get sued for false imprisonment and all this sort of stuff. So in terms of when he asked me if I was handcuff trained, which I'm not, but if I was handcuff trained, would you leave the dog hanging onto the person, or would you use the handcuffs to detain the person and out your canine? Now, what I would say is that if you have to deploy your dog to defend you and the dog grabs onto someone's arm, it is going to be very difficult for you to get their hands into a position where you can cuff them. Yes, you'll probably be able to cuff the loose arm, but it's going to be very hard with a 40-kilo German Shepherd hanging on the other one to get both hands behind their back in order to cuff to then out the dog. So probably what you would do is that you would make them stop fighting the dog, make sure that they are becoming compliant, and then say, right, I'm going to out the dog and then I'm going to handcuff you. So it's a point where you never take the dog off the person until the threat has gone. Now, yes, I understand that you've got the I'm going to forget this. I'm going to forget it, and the more I think about it, I'm going to forget it. About leaving your dog on and going past what is acceptable to use. There's a better way of saying that. There is a more legal way of saying that, but I can't think of it. But you don't want to leave your dog on for any longer than you have to. But if they're still a threat, if they're still being threatening to you, the threat level is not gone. So you need to make sure that they start becoming more compliant, and you say, look, I will take the dog off, but then I'm going to handcuff you. So yes, you would probably take the dog off before handcuffing, because although you can handcuff the loose arm, the one that's got a German Shepherd or a Malinois attached to it, it's going to be very difficult to get them into a position to cuff them before outing the dog. So, but yeah, you have to just be very careful with that. Is that obviously you only ever leave the dog on for as long as you have to, and the moment that they become compliant or the threat has then gone, then you can obviously out your dog. So you obviously got to be careful with it. And obviously if you are handcuff trained, you just have to make sure you know the law inside out, so that when you do cuff them, they can't turn around and say, oh, a false arrest or imprisonment or whatever it is. So you just have to be really careful. But that's why I'm not handcuff trained. I'd rather just deal with the person with the dog and then make sure that they become compliant. And then when they do become compliant, then obviously I can out the dog. And then obviously still keep myself safe. If the threat level, if they return back to that threat level, then I just have to try and keep myself safe again. So yeah, it's a sticky one, but I would say that you would probably out the dog first, because it would be very hard to handcuff someone's arm whilst a 40-kilo German Shepherd is attached to it. And these are my last ones, and these are just some nice ones. So I've got one here that says, keep posting, my man. Very helpful content. Week ago I passed my GP level 2. Thank you for your ideas and knowledge. And the other one said, love your videos. You helped me make my mind up to becoming a security dog handler. Thank you for all your help and support through your videos. Now, they're just nice ones. I wanted to end on some nice ones. And that's one of the reasons why I come back and started doing videos again. That's why I continue to do this content, because every month, every week, whatever it is, there's a couple more people that have got in contact with me recently, and there's still new people trying to get into this industry that don't know where to start. And I think the more videos that I get out, I know I've changed a little bit now. Maybe this is more like my old style, but now we're doing like the weekly vlogging, etc. I've got a couple of motorbikes just turning up here. But now that there's still people on a weekly basis, monthly basis, that are still finding my stuff, and they're still getting really lucky, might fall off there trying to wheel it. But there's still people on a weekly, monthly, whatever it is basis that are finding my content, and I'm either inspiring people to get into the industry and follow their passion, or they just getting their ideas and they're getting their knowledge through my videos, etc. So yeah, that's why I keep doing it. And obviously I really appreciate you guys posting, let me know. I think I set myself a goal this year of getting 5 people into security dog handling. I feel like if I get their messages, I'm going in the right direction. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below for loads more videos. Put some more comments down in this one, and hopefully I'll do another comments video soon. And yeah, whilst before these motorbikes cause any trouble, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you again next week. Cheers for watching. See you later. Bye.